How to use hashtags on Instagram. How to use hashtags on Instagram, how to use hashtags on Instagram, because nobody is doing it right. What up guys, Ben Oberg here. Welcome back. Got another video for you guys. We're going to talk about how to use hashtags on Instagram. All right, you're going to learn the right way. A lot of people teaching about hashtags. A lot of people think they know about hashtags. Maybe some of you do. I want to just shed some light on a couple small little things that maybe you haven't thought of, maybe you have, that I look at with hashtags that have helped me have really big success, helped me trend for hashtags. And one of the things that you guys have to realize is obviously the Instagram algorithm is constantly changing. It's extremely fluidic and it's constantly changing. One of the things that I've noticed lately is some hashtags do not show video content, whereas others mostly show video content and don't show picture content. So I'm looking at that, and then I'm also extracting what sort of common elements are in each picture or in each video that Instagram is clearly choosing to trend for that particular hashtag. So if you stick around here, we're gonna be doing a screen share. I'm gonna be walking through some hashtags, showing you some accounts on the screen here, right on my iPhone, and we'll go ahead and get started. Hey, make sure if you're brand new to the channel, subscribe, tap that notification bell, okay? Because I want you to be able to stay updated on all of the Instagram scalability, social media content that I drop, and even more importantly, the money-making part of it. A lot of people care about getting the followers and getting the likes for their duck faces and their selfies or their big butts or whatever the case may be. Guess what I care about? Money. That's what I like. Followers aren't worth having unless they're following you because of the value you provide, the context that you put it into, and how you can monetize that following. That's what I do. I've turned 7 figures with it on Instagram. That's what I want to help you do. So let's go ahead and we're going to pop open the screen share, and I'm going to walk you through how I view hashtags. Later on, I'm going to get into the chart that's behind me, walk you through how I want you to sort of categorize your hashtags. So first thing that I want you guys to look at is what is Instagram telling us about the type of content they choose to trend for hashtags. So if we just go here, for example, we go to gym life. What I want you to see is notice that there is gym life videos, okay? I got gym life video, gym life video, gym life video, gym life video, gym life video. Like, this is all great, okay? But here's what I want you guys to see is that in the top posts here, right? All these are like the top posts, okay? And notice that Instagram is telling us mostly picture content. Now, sometimes in carousels, you'll see that there's some videos hidden, but we're mostly seeing picture content. And of course, Instagram is putting videos up here now when you go to the actual hashtag. But what I'm noticing is Instagram is choosing for this particular hashtag to show a lot more picture content than they are video content. So the way I look at that is when I'm figuring out what type of hashtag to use for that particular piece of content I'm posting, I make sure, okay, well, first of all, I'm posting a picture. Is Instagram choosing to trend pictures over video? Are they favoring picture over video for that particular hashtag? If so, okay, I'm on the right start. But then I'm gonna look at what are the specific elements in this that Instagram is choosing to trend the most. Okay, text in that one, text in that one, text in that one. What about the rest of them? Mostly no text. Now, what about everything else? I'm seeing maybe 60% female, 40% male, and I'm seeing it's mostly pictures of people, all right? And mostly pictures of the front of people. That's like one back here, and that's like one more, all right? But everything else, front, like everything's front, okay? So I'm looking at that and I'm going, okay, so they like selfies, they like pictures of actual people, and they're favoring picture over video for this particular hashtag. That's the first thing that I look at right off the bat because it's very obvious to do when you're figuring out how to use hashtags on Instagram. The second thing that I do is I want to only use hashtags that are relative to my level of engagement. So for example, if I have an account, let's just go back to here. Okay, so African Safaris has 207,000 followers. They posted this 6 hours ago, so this isn't good judgment right here, but like massive engagement, 15,000 likes on that one, 16,000 likes on that one, That's a video, but 9,000 likes, 16,000 likes, 21, okay? So we have 16, 9, 15, 16, 16, all right? So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pictures that I just selected. That's 16, 32, 48, 58, 63, 72. So 72K likes across 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pictures. So on average, that's about what? 15, it's about 14,000 likes per picture, I'd say. 72,000 divided by 72,000 divided by, what did we say, 5? Yeah, 14,400 likes. So they average 14.4K likes per post. What I want to do is I don't want to use hashtags that are used on content that gets way higher engagement than I do. If I use a hashtag that Instagram also is telling me, hey, when people use this hashtag, it's typically on content that statistically and repeatedly trends 20K, 30K, 40,000 likes. All right, well, if I'm averaging, 14.4K likes, or if I'm averaging 5K likes per post, what part of this is telling me that I'm gonna trend? When Instagram is clearly telling me, hey, it's content with much bigger engagement than yours that uses this hashtag and trends for it, okay? So what I'm gonna look at is I'm gonna go, okay, well, maybe, let's see, African, 5.3 million posts. Top posts, and I don't expect these to have huge engagement because these are very recent right here, but what it's telling me is that Instagram chooses to trend content with that level of engagement for that particular hashtag, okay? So what I want to do is play the game I can win, and there's 2 ways of doing that. So I'm going to go through some of this on the chart, and I'm going to talk to you about making sure that you're using the right hashtags on your Instagram account. Hey, once again, if you're brand new to the channel, make sure to subscribe. If you have questions, just drop a comment below. I'm happy to answer. I answer all my comments. Oh, and before we go any farther, by the way, we want to get on the call with you. We're doing free strategy sessions. So there should be a link below, probably in the first 3 lines of the description. I've turned 7 figures on Instagram. I've trained Ty Lopez's members online. I've trained at his house, spoken at his mastermind events. I've got about 5,000 members currently that I'm teaching Instagram, have hundreds of testimonials, and we've got people that are earning $350,000 a year. Leo's doing $60,000 a month, maybe a little bit more. Gigi turned 10K. Thor did 132K last year. Luna, she's an immigrant from Kenya living in Canada now. She's done over $50,000 with Instagram. So it's not just me, my students are doing this as well. Want to help you get started. So I don't know if you're an influencer. I don't know if you don't have an Instagram account yet. I don't know if you're brand new and have 100 followers. Maybe you have 5 followers. Maybe you have 100,000 followers, but you don't know how to make money with them, okay? Don't know what your goal is, but this strategy session is to simply define what your goal is, where you're at right now, where you want to be, what's kept you from getting there, identifying all of this, and then coming up with a strategic implementation plan that we can help you get started with so you can reach your goals, both in followers, in income, in your business, all of that stuff. So if you want to build a successful business, if you want to build a successful Instagram business, scaling Instagram, becoming an influencer, doing affiliate marketing, doing CPA offers, selling your own goods, products, services, consultation services, coaching, mentorship programs, doesn't matter. Click the link in the description. We want to get on the call with you. It'll either be myself or one of my 6 or 7 figure earners helping you to get this started. It'll take 20, 30 minutes. It's free. You don't have to pay anything just to go over your goals, help you get started scaling Instagram and having massive success. So please, before we go on any further, make sure you click that link in the description, schedule, book your call, and set aside maybe 20 to 30 minutes of your time. That's all it's really gonna take. We'll take all the time that you need though to answer all of your questions. Okay, so next thing that I wanna do is I want to make sure that I'm playing the game that I can win, and I want to make sure that I'm using the right level of hashtags. So of course, you're not going to use random hashtags. You're going to use hashtags that are relative to your niche and relative to that particular piece of content. Things to keep in mind: don't repeatedly use the same hashtag. If you keep using the same hashtag, the same hashtags, if you keep using the same 10 hashtags, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. Every picture, it becomes repetitive. You're not stimulating the algorithm, and you are appearing sort of spammy to Instagram. So one, mix it up. You might come up with 200 hashtags. You'll use 15 to 25 in each post, but you'll rotate through them. So don't repeatedly use the same hashtag. Like I might use hashtag Ben Oberg because that's my name, that's my Instagram account. I have 105,000 followers right now as I'm making this video there, and I will do that, but I'm not going to repeatedly use make money online, make money online, make money online, make money online, because it appears spammy and scammy to Instagram. I don't want to do that. I want to define what my niche is through my hashtags and what that particular piece of content or point I'm trying to illustrate is. So tip one, you want to bracket your hashtags, okay? A lot of people will just smash together a bunch of hashtags that are in their niche, and maybe even they take it a step farther and they define what their niche is about, what that particular piece of content is. But they'll use a bunch of hashtags in the 1 million plus range. And that's fine, except when you're first starting out and you're not famous and you don't have a high level of engagement and you don't have a significant following. So bottom line, don't use 20 or 30 hashtags that have been used 1 million plus times. What you're trying to do is compete in this giant pool of engagement that you're not going to get any piece of. So what I recommend is you bracket them. So you might have 200 hashtags, right? And out of 200 of them, you've got like 30 to choose from that are here. 30 to choose from that are here, 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 30, 60, 90, 120, 150, 180. You'd actually have more. You'd have like 33 or something like that. So that way, you can select 5 out of the 33 that are in the 5K to 20K range, 5 out of the 33 that are in the 20K to 50K range, 5 out of the 33 that are in the 50K to 200, 5 out of the 33 that are in the the 200K to 500K, and so on, all right? Now, here's the tip and here's the key, is you wanna bracket them like this and realize that this right here, this area is sort of your low competition area. Play the game, you can win. This is your medium competition area, and this is your high competition area. If you use 25 hashtags that are 1 million plus, you can maybe look at it like, okay, I have 25 opportunities to possibly rank for a hashtag that's been used 1 million plus times. You are much more likely to trend for 5K to 20K hashtags time after time after time after time if you're using these quite often, because there's less competition, but there's still activity. 5,000 people using that hashtag, thousands of people potentially searching that hashtag, 30, 40,000 people potentially using and searching that hashtag. There's a little bit of traffic there. There's a little bit of exposure. I would much rather consistently trend, like say in one post, I have 10 hashtags in the 5K to 20K, 20K to 50K range. Say that I've got 10 hashtags there. I'm much more likely to consistently trend for 2 out of those 10, maybe one used 50K times, maybe one used 30K times. Maybe I'm trending for 2 hashtags used a combined total of 80K times, compared to the 1 out of 1,000 posts that I trend for a hashtag used 1 million times. So I'm more consistently gonna rank, more consistently gonna grow, okay? That's very important. Now, there's probably a picture popping up right now that shows some impressions and shows where engagement is being derived from on Instagram currently. Everybody's focused on the Explore page, and yes, it's a big thing. Yes, you wanna be on the Explore page. Yes, you wanna stay on the Explore page, because that's where the whole community is going to see the most trending content at that particular time for that particular niche on Instagram at any given moment in time. But look at the screenshot popping up. Most of the engagement is coming from hashtags. Instagram is pushing hashtags right now, much more so than the Explore page. And especially when you're first starting out, it's going to be hashtags that really get your feet off the ground and get you climbing up the ladder faster than it is the Explore page. At this present moment in time, 2 years ago, it was Explore page. It was get a few comments, get a few likes, boom, you're on the Explore page. It doesn't work that way anymore. Instagram is very fluidic, and you need to understand that you need to stay updated on the constant changes. So if you want to learn how to use hashtags on Instagram, this video is a very good example of how to do that. Now, I do have one more tip for you guys. And once again, if you haven't booked your free strategy session all ready to help you scale, build a business, make money, gain followers, and grow a brand on Instagram, start a business, whatever the case may be, I know I just talked really fast, but click the link below in the description, book your free strategy session with myself and my 6- and 7-figure coaches and mentors and earners to help you get started. So a last tip that I want to show you, and this is really cool, is you can use hashtags in stories. So just say, for example, I'm just going to take a random picture right here, and if I started typing out hashtags in here, okay, well, obviously they're going to be in color. So hashtag bottles, hashtag water, hashtag H2O, okay? And I can see all these suggestions. I can add that one, I can do another hashtag. As soon as I type that hashtag, it's gonna bring me up some more. Let's do aqua, okay? Aquarius, all right, whatever. Now, this is white, right? If I wanna blend this in, a lot of times, so say I'm like posting a picture and there's actually some different colors going on and stuff there, I can put hashtags in stories. I can trend for a hashtag that I've used in my story. But I usually don't like my hashtags to show in my stories. Like I usually won't do that unless I'm trying to like lexically illustrate a point. Lexical means text, like lexical sentiment bias. That's a thing that Instagram has. It's called lexical sentiment bias. They develop biases based on if your hashtags have a positive connotation to them or a negative connotation to them. Same with images. If you've got blood, gore, guns, knives, inappropriate stuff, any violent stuff, they develop a negative bias over that compared to a positive bias, such as like people smiling, light colors, being outside, blue ocean water, all that stuff. So what I'll usually do is I can slim them down and make them, you know, almost disappear, but they don't quite disappear. So the other thing that I'll do is I'll click it, I'll click this little ink blot, and I'll change it to my background color. So that way it's completely blended in there. So maybe I actually, like I'm gonna exit out of this one, and let's say I actually upload a picture, okay? So let's say I've got, I don't know, this picture right here, okay? So I've got Einstein right here, and I wanna put some hashtags in. So I put in hashtag Einstein, right? Einstein, hashtag science, hashtag facts, okay? And I can do that, but like, see, it still shows because it's not the same shade of white, and it still shows here, it still shows here. So what I can do is I can click this ink blot, it's gone. You can't see it. And now that's hidden. And I will potentially trend for those hashtags if I follow this method right here. If I'm being mindful of, is Instagram choosing to trend picture content or video content on this hashtag? And are the hashtags relevant to this particular piece of content and relevant to my niche? Those are the ways to use hashtags on Instagram. That's how you can properly use hashtags on Instagram. Guys, if you love the video, if you have some questions, make sure to just drop a comment below. Once again, please book your free strategy session. Choose a date, choose a time, show up, we'll be there. A lot of times we do those via Skype. We wanna help you get started. You're either gonna be talking to me or one of my 7-figure earners that's already done this type of income on Instagram. Ben Oberg here. Look forward to your success on Instagram. Look forward to seeing you in the next video. Make sure to smash that like button. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe. Tap that notification bell. Have questions, comment below. I answer all my questions. I'll see you in the next video.